StylistRebeccaTaylor with Vivid Artistic Hair Design, and I have my buddy who's also a hairstylist, Jessica, here. What's your social? I'm like picking at your hair.
It is at Jessica Kiyomi.
Yes, that's how you'll find Jessica, because what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to follow up with her hair color as it fades when she posts pictures, and check it out and see maybe how long it lasts and the condition of her hair, and specifically how long her hair grows. And I'll tell you why in a second. But right now Jessica's hair is naturally super curly, but I combed it out to make it easier to section through to color today. So it's not, you don't usually wear it like this, do you?
Sometimes I do. I kind of like it.
Yeah? I'm not mad at it either. I think it's funny that like people with straight hair want curly hair and people with curly hair want straight hair. You embrace your curls.
I love the texture. I love all the things that you can do with curly hair.
I love your curly hair too. I embrace your hair a lot. Well, I'm embracing it right now. I'm making it grow. I love it. Okay, so getting back to the purpose of this video, I got the unique opportunity to sort of talk about and do something creative with the Sugar Bear hair vitamins. I'm bad about taking anything regularly, but these taste like candy, first of all. So these are, I know, she just had them. I went through, and I am in no way endorsing that you do this, or saying this is what you should do. That's the same as an endorsement. But I think 2 months worth in 1 month. That's super bad, but my hair is gonna be like down to my butt here in a second. But they're super duper tasty. You will not forget to take these because they taste so good. Basically, they're just designed to make your hair grow long and strong, and they're good for you. They got folic acid, they got vitamin C, biotin, all the good stuff to make your hair, skin, and nails like dope. So that's the point of these. And the creative part of this is that I want to create hair color that looks like this blue. So this Sugar Bear Tiffany Blue Green, I want to recreate this on Jessica's hair. She's already kind of halfway there, but we want to pre-lighten her regrowth area, this dark stuff in here. And I know a lot of you guys are into DIY, and you know, it's not going to go anywhere. That's the purpose of you guys watching YouTube videos. But I will say to you that it's very important that you do seek out a professional when it comes to bleaching, because you can really do some damage. I don't care how many bottles of these Sugar Bear vitamins you eat to try to, like, I don't know, like prep your hair and get ready to bleach. You can screw your hair up and screw it up bad. I mean, how many clients have you had that have tried to do stuff to their hair and are like,
oh my god, I do so many color corrections from like at home, and I always end up like splotchy because you can't get the back of your head properly. Don't do it at home. Exactly. You really can't.
Exactly. And even me as a hairdresser, I don't even want to attempt doing my own bleaching services because bad things can happen. You have to be really precise. Like if I just went and put lightener from roots to end on her, obviously the stuff that has been previously lightened is not going to withstand the aggressiveness or the aggression or whatever of bleach. So I'm going to kind of walk you through you know, the process, and we're going to create a really cool blue color like the vitamins. I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to maintain your color at home, how to really keep your hair in the best condition possible, super healthy hair. I'm also going to use Olaplex, which is an amazing product you can get from your stylist. And between this, making it grow and keeping you healthy, and Olaplex helping the protection, you know, with the outside of your hair, you're gonna pretty much have the longest, strongest, most beautiful hair ever. So stay tuned, and we're gonna show you some stuff. What I am using for Jessica's lightener formula is Longevity Colorizer, 30 volume developer, and 1/8 of an ounce of Olaplex #1. So once I have the lightener mixed, I need to apply to her entire regrowth area. And for me, what I'm going to do is apply to right down to the scalp, all the way to that line of demarcation, just barely, I mean, just the tiniest amount will I go over onto the previously lightened ends. Using the Olaplex will help me protect that. It's really important for this part of the process to saturate completely. Her regrowth area is so dark, if I omit that area with the lightener, you'll definitely be able to see it. It'll stick out like a sore thumb. So I'm just taking super thin partings and saturating like crazy. I actually had to mix 2 or 3 bowls of lightener, but I find that it's better to mix more product and thoroughly saturate than to have any issues in the long run. Okay, so we have gotten to the point now where we have lightener applied to all of Jessica's regrowth area, all that dark, probably 2-3 inches at the top. I'm not gonna lie, that was really tricky, making sure that it was all completely saturated and not brought down onto the previously lightened hair. Very touchy, very precise work. So I would say for any bleaching service, maybe a disclaimer below I'll put, but any bleaching service you probably should seek a professional for. And then when we get to the fun stuff, the fashion color and like depositing color where there's not any crazy chemicals, that's when you can get a little bit creative and refresh your color and all that good stuff. So we'll get into that in a second. But now that we have the lightener applied, we're going to wait for this back area that's still very dark to lift up. And it's just a waiting game. We just have to be patient and wait to see when we'll get to a very pale yellow. This is my inspiration, like I told you guys before, the Sugar Bear packaging, this pretty like teal, Tiffany blue. So a direct dye basically is paint. So once you have the hair lifted, this part is fun. The way that I create colors, you can use really any direct dye that you want to, both professional and commercial. There's just loads of options. So in this case, pretty much you're working primarily with blues, greens, and clear. And in the case of clear, I'm using Olaplex #2. Olaplex, if you haven't heard about it yet, it's a bond multiplier. Your hair is made of bonds with the internal structure. Your hair is just made out of millions of tiny little bonds, and that's what gives it its strength and structure. So through bleach and heat and just being rough with your hair, bonds are broken anyways. So Olaplex goes in and magnetizes the bonds. So if you use this as your clear to dilute all these different tones, why not be repairing your hair from the inside out while you color it? So these are the colors that we came up with. Again, using the bottles, the inspiration. For this one, I used lots and lots of Olaplex #2 as my clear. First, you put the Olaplex #2 in, or clear if you don't have it. And then you mix tiny increments of green, whatever direct dye or fashion color green you have, and you mix it up until you come up with a color that, in this case, looks very similar to this. And if you want to test it out, you can just put a little bit on a white paper towel or piece of paper, and you'll be able to see what it's going to look like on the hair. This one, again, just loads and loads of Olaplex #2 or clear, and a little bit of blue, and a teeny tiny bit of green for this one. And that's what you're looking at here. And then what I like to do when I'm coloring hair is I kind of like depth at the root area, or to create a shadow root. So with the dimension of these three colors, I pick one that's going to be the darkest. It's going to go down by the scalp. And this one was just tons of Olaplex #2 again, blue, a little bit of green, and a tiny bit of black. And this is the color you're looking at here. So that's going to sort of simulate a little bit of depth or regrowth at her scalp area, like I said. And for me, I personally don't like to just pick one color and make one color and slap it on, because anybody can do that, and I like a little bit of creativity and dimension and depth. So these are the three colors that I'm working with, and we're going to make Jessica be a sugar bear here in a second. So hope you guys like it. So the first thing I'm going to do when applying the direct dye color is I'm choosing my darkest formula out of the three and applying to everything that was pre-lightened before. And you can see underneath, down by the nape, it's still quite yellow. So this darker shade is going to cover that yellow, and it's just going to create some depth and basically what you would call a shadow root. I personally like when there's depth by the scalp, because it looks a little bit more natural. I mean, as unnatural as this color is, it just sort of anchors it and gives it some dimension. So once I have gone over completely and applied the shadow root, I am mixing or alternating between the two lighter shades of blue. I'm just taking manageable sections like what you see me doing here and thoroughly saturating. You see I'm working each section to the point of almost being overworked, but I find it's better to really work the color in with your gloves and brush, just so there are no hollow spots or areas of blonde that go uncolored. Once I'm finished with this part, it's actually going to process for about 15 to 20 minutes in room temperature. And then when I'm finished with that, I'm just going to rinse with freezing cold water. I'm not going to shampoo. I'm just going to follow up with Olaplex number 2, let that sit for about 10 minutes, and continue the final rinse again with super duper duper cold water. That's going to ensure that the heat doesn't open or swell the cuticle and the direct dye doesn't just fall right out. So that's a really good tip if you want to prolong your color and have it be as vibrant as possible when you're doing these types of color services. So now at the end of the shoot, there's far fewer sugar bears than when we started, just because they're good and we ate too many. So I really though recommend that you take the recommended dosage a day, which is 2 sugar bears per day. We just got carried away and they're really yummy. But anyway, this is our inspiration, our sugar bear inspiration on Jessica's hair. Matches the bottle, so she now has sugar bear hair. And you can tell from her curls. The hair is in really great condition. The Olaplex made sure that internally it's going to be strong, it's going to last, the color's going to stay vibrant. And then the sugar bear, look how cute you're holding them. Now these 2 we haven't broke the seal on, so we're good. If we only finish this tonight, we'll be doing good. I have one more. I'm going to eat this and I'm going to put this down. So yeah, so the sugar bear vitamins, they're going to help internally in your body from the inside out with the hair growth. It's going to make your hair grow long with all the vitamins, all that good jazz, and the Olaplex is physically going to help the hair that is outside of the follicle. So I just want to give a couple tips. You're being cute and holding these. I just want to give a couple tips real quick about taking care of this type of color at home. Fashion color is notorious for fading super quickly. So a few things that you can do to take care of it. One would be to shampoo less frequently. If you shampoo every day, maybe consider switching up. Every second day, every third day, use dry shampoo in between. Another option is to go easy on the heat. We use this teeny tiny, and if you guys have any questions because of her hair texture is super curly, I love her hair texture, but basically she just diffused it and we sort of scrunched it and got most of the moisture out, and then I used this little tiny curling iron to define her curls. But you want to take it easy on heat because that definitely makes the color fade. And lastly, just use really cold water. It's as simple as that. It may not be super comfortable if you live somewhere cold, but that's the way you keep your color lasting. So those are some tips and tricks on the fashion color. We hope you like what we did on Jessica tonight. We hope you tried the sugar bear vitamins and don't OD on them like we've done tonight. I feel like I'm on a sugar bear vitamin high, I really do. Okay, let me cool my jets. Yeah, so we hope you like her color. We hope you like this project. Try the vitamins, use Olaplex, and then give me comments below if you guys want to see anything else. If you have any questions about her hair, about the hair color, about maintenance, about the vitamins, about Olaplex, anything at all, leave comments below. I'm going to leave Jessica's Instagram so you can go check out her hair and see how it fades. I'll leave my Instagram, all that good stuff. Like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you have a good night. Is there anything, or day, or whatever time it is when you're watching this, but is there anything you want to add, Jessica? What do you think about the color? What do you think about the vitamins?
I love it. The color is gorgeous. I feel like like a sugar bear.
Aww, you look like a sugar bear.
I do.
So cute. Awesome. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. So Jessica, tell me, are you excited about your hair?
Very excited.
Did you like those sugar bear vitamins?
They're so good.
How many did you eat?
A handful.
Me too. So later we should probably film ourselves vomiting up sugar bear vitamins.
It'll be like turquoise. Like a nice turquoise light blue color.
I know. I want Tiffany blue puke. It'll be good. Well, I'll tell you one thing. At this rate, with how tasty they are, we're probably gonna have hair down to our like ankles.
Perfect.
So, yes. So you're about to be a sugar bear. How do you feel?
I'm really excited to be a sugar bear. I think I'm gonna be the cutest bear ever.
You already are.